Then she got something for 5 something. Let me go back. Y'all screenshot that already? They're talking about Vegas was paid for already through TikTok. But you were still begging us for all that money. We were sending it in. You never told us that. You still scamming.
And that's what she talking about. Cause she told some that's like for the trip and stuff. She told some it's still expensive to be around and do stuff. But my thing is that you never put no amount. So whatever you saying, people gonna feel like you scamming them because you ain't put no amount. Don't nobody know what you was making on the back end or the front end, how much you was subtracting from, and no total use amount you tracking from. That's crazy. And TikTok, if you
Nah.
use that money in November, November 20th and November 13th was big days.
She told us she never made she don't make money off TikTok. Nobody sending gifts. But yet you get money on TikTok. $810. $505. She making money. She beg every fucking day. She only making herself fucking look bad. You still was begging for the $1,000-something. We was sending in. We ain't know about all this.
I'm not shit on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm definitely going, and it's going in my story time too. Just stop texting me, fatty. Bitch, you wrong. You wrong. You scammed us.
What she saying?
Huh?
What she talking about?
Girl, talking about I need to shut up because I'm not no TikTok police or no scamming police or something she say. And something tell Tati to shut up. Hold on, wait. Yeah, all this going to SSI too. Because you know them people watching. At the end of the day,
Maggie, watch your mouth
she
with
said
talking to
she
me.
started begging in December. Why you talking about that November money was for Vegas then? Because if you say December money was for Vegas, all you made was $500, $60, $159,
So watch, look at this,
$1
mail.
plus everything you was begging for.
She said, but they on my finger. Yep, I'm trying to see if they're doing. I'm back to begging for money. The casino money for my Vegas trip.
$400. Yeah, you gotta
November.
pay it out. What time? What day? What? November 21st.
Yeah.
Make me big again, right quick. Let's see what day where that $800 was for.
Around that time, see that's what you do. That's Maggie, and then you take money and spend it on other stuff, and
What
now
day
you be
that?
trying to beg for
November
more, keep
20th.
it
And what day
begging.
that was down there, Tati?
The
November
21st.
21st.
Yeah, she got 800 exactly. So you were still begging us. And what day she was begging? This was November, right? She just said she was only begging in December.
So if
November
you was begging for
21st.
November 21st, still, what the hell would you could possibly do with that money that fast on November 20th, Maggie? I know you
Hello,
ain't buy
clock
no,
it.
you ain't go to no bingo or buy. If you bought another concert ticket, then why? See, that's what you gotta stop that shit.
Clock it.
You gotta stop that, Maggie. You gotta use your money for what you say using it for, because then you sitting there asking people still for money when you already had that money probably times 10 twice, and then you spending it on other shit and coming back and still want to beg people for their money. You can't do that, and now you showing this proof about what you had. That's crazy work.
Let
Hold
me
on. Mind you, she was still talking about it. Hold on.
She made 810 and say she's still gonna beg for 400. So that's why I say
November.
that's why Bonnie said back there. I said that's why Shawnee say she went to Vegas with $3,000 because this $810 she said she took to Vegas plus the 27 paycheck to December she went to January. All this add up on here plus her little check. She get a little piece of change left over plus over the $1,000 something she was already begging for.
Mel, mind you, again,
What's crazy because I
November.
could believe, because like I remember a conversation she did have about how she said she go
Yeah,
wrong
that's what
because you
she
can't
just
do
texted
that.
me that
She
the
was begging for November
So
12th
other
basically,
event.
because
So even if you every time if you get money and you dip into your money supposed to
read
be
this.
for a trip, and you supposed to use that money for a trip, and now you back begging because you done did it
hold
to
on,
that
wait, go
money,
back to the last
or
screenshot
no
right
matter
quick.
how.
Wait, hold on, wait. Okay, so November 21st. So November 21st, she told us that she made
This is no, mind you,
$810.
this November 12th. Now she said this is beginning of November technically.
Yeah,
And somebody was gonna pay for her room for Vegas.
yeah. Give me your mother, and I don't think this is enough.
So she was begging for this before, like in the beginning of November.
Maggie was probably trying to take like almost 5 stacks out there if she could, because she think Vegas so high. She want to do all this expensive stuff, but how you go about it, it be dirty, it be wrong sometimes. You don't do that. You don't do that.
No, this shit. Okay, she had made $810 on the 20th, and on the 21st she was begging for $400 or something dollars. But she telling me we ain't never seen her name. All we seen her was two. All I seen her was 234 for Vegas, and she only begged December. But she was begging in November too.
Cause she was like, I'm back to begging for my 130 for my hotel, and this is for Vegas. Oh,
I
whatever.
told y'all she was breaking them down in segments, and that was in the beginning.
This is November 12th.
Yeah, separate being a friend and family with Maggie from being a supporter. Now you can't be sending Maggie money when it comes to that. Cause nope. Nigga, I'd be mad if I feel like my dollars was wasted or played with.
Yeah, I'm definitely mad as fuck now. She keeps saying tell Tati to quit lying, but all the receipts right there. What is the lie? What is
Where's
the
the
lie?
lie?
Exactly, Bookie. You
Lie
can't want the
where?
money for one thing and then spend it on another and then get mad and then you keep trying to back foot in between events and then go back to that and then now you up more money because you did it. That's crazy. Now you playing with these people money because they trying to help you on one thing and now you back to back and they already helped you on that one thing and you back to back for it again because you playing too many games with the money or whatever your case is, man.
Right, Bella. Can't lie when you show receipts, baby. Who's lying?